And this is where I should have known where I was out of my league. Why does this girl only gives me 1.5 of a Tylenol and goes, yeah, you should take exactly 1.5 to not have a hangover tomorrow. Then it hit me. Oh shit. I'm really about to be her dad right now. Alright, man, let me take you back to Alright, man, so let me take you back to a time where I made a decision that I personally would never forget. The first time I got drunk. Oh, yeah, I know what you're thinking. Oh, great, another my first time drinking story. But listen, hear me out. My first drinking story is a little different. Let me tell you about it. So cut back a couple months ago. I was talking to this girl, and we're gonna call her Sky just to keep things short. Sky just so happened to be my best friend's sister. And wait. I know what you're thinking. OJ, this is his sister, dog. You have committed the highest form of treason, and you have broken Article 6 of the Bro Code, and you shall be sentenced to execution. And yes, I knew the rules, but she came up to me first. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I started talking to Shorty as a joke. Hear me out. So her brother and I had a common friend who just happened to have a huge crush on Sky, and he happened to be too young. And I was like, wait, hold up, how old is she? Just so happened that she was a year older than me. So not gonna lie, not thinking anything serious is gonna happen, since I lived in Florida and she lived all the way in buttfuck Texas. So I literally only started talking to her to make dude mad, because I'm a troll. And in my mind, there is literally a 0% chance that I will ever get to this girl. And then so here I am, fresh off a flight, waiting for her to pick me up, and I hear this weird noise in the distance. Oh, thank God that wasn't her. Yeah, about 20 more minutes pass, and finally I see her. And let's be honest, when it's your first time meeting anyone in person, you're never really sure if it's quite them. Yeah, you've seen them 1,000 times on FaceTimes. Or, well, at least I hope you do, because I would hate for you to have an Eli situation, which is a story in and of itself. But anyways, you basically know their face. But when it's in person, it's like, I think it's you, but I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to be a weirdo and walk up on a stranger and,
yes, nigga, it's me, hurry up.
So I finally put my stuff in the car, and I get in and I look at her, and she is looking stressed, dog. Like, she is sweating bullets. I look at her and I'm like, are you good?
No, your plane came early. My dad is bringing my couch. I gotta get back home before him, because I don't want to have him outside waiting.
Long story short, we made it like just in time. Like, by the time we got to her place, her dad came with the couches like a good 3 minutes later, and then it hit me. Oh shit, I'm really about to meet her dad right now. And before I can even process, I'm about to meet this girl's father. He pulls up in his pickup truck. He walks like, hey man. And he walks like,
all right, little nigga, come help me with these boxes.
Obviously, I help him put the boxes in the house, and then he just dips. Like, no goodbye, no nothing. Like, I don't even think I heard him drove off. Like, he just vanished in thin air. Like, bro had places to be, or he really didn't want to be there. And she looks at me, and she was like, hey, I'm finna go to my mom's house to get some packages. And she was like, do you want to come? And I was like, of course, all right? Because Mike's been my friend for the past 7 years, and we've never met, bro. So you telling me this is the first time I get to meet my dog? Count me in. So long story short, I went, met her family, met Mike, pretty cool people. This is a little off topic, but did bring my VR to the house, all right? And she had a little brother, no older than 9 years old, all right? We're going to call him Cannon, just for the sake of the video. And if you know anything about little kids, they always want to play the game on your phone, which I find crazy cool. When I was a kid, it was like,
do you have games on your phone?
But now these little 9-year-olds, now it's like, let me play in your VR, little nigga. So I let Chris play in the VR, and anywho, a couple times passed, and Sky was telling me that she was getting ready to go home. So obviously I went back up to Chris, and I was like, hey, I gotta get my VR back. I'm finna dip. So he handed me the VR, and my controller had a purple stain, like, all over it. Like, I don't know what he was playing, but he could have told me, hey, I just strangled Grimace with my hands around his throat. And while I watched him take his last breath. And I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right. But he didn't tell me that. And there was nothing on him that was purple. Shit, I don't think there was anything in the house that was purple. I swear, I have no idea what is on my controller, because this happened months ago. And it faded a little bit. There's still purple stuff on my controller to this day. We make it back to the house, and it's nighttime by now. So some time passed, and Sky gets the great idea. Hey, you should play Drunk Uno. For those of you who don't know what Drunk Uno is, it's basically a game where we play normal Uno, but for every card you have to draw, you have to take a shot. Now, if you lose a game, you take 2 shots. Simple enough. And this is where I should have known where I was out of my league. Why does this girl only gives me 1.5 of a Tylenol and goes, yeah, you should take exactly 1.5 to not have a hangover tomorrow. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know this? Like, how much drinking you have to do to know you need to take exactly 1.5 of a Tylenol? So 5 minutes pass, my dumb ass is playing Drunk Uno with this girl. And to no surprise, this Yu-Gi-Oh wannabe motherfucker is kicking my ass, bro. I'm like 6 shots deep at this point. So let's just say while I was under the influence for the first time, I noticed a couple things, at least for me. Like, first thing I noticed was that everything was hilarious. Like, I laughed at any and everything. Like, you could literally just blink at me and I would die laughing. Like, I swear, crying tears. And I don't know why, but just the thought of knowing that I was getting tipsy made me laugh even more. Like, bro, I was a mess. So listen, I'm over here on the verge of dying, but mama ain't raised no quitter. So I'm like, hey, listen, let me get some orange juice just to water down these shots a little bit, because you know these shots are kicking the nigga ass, you know me? Like I said, mama ain't raised no quitter, but she definitely raised a loser. I ain't gonna lie, I lost 7 games in a row, bro. Eventually I was ready to throw in the towel. It was over, bro. I ain't want no more smoke. So she finally seen the defeated man that I was, and she was like, yeah, all right, that's enough of that. So she went and we got into bed and we laid down, and it was about that time to hug. Yeah, we was finna hug. I'm finna fuck. So I went and we got closer and I was about to give her a hug, and then yes, my guy, yes, I threw up, bro. I ran into the bathroom. There was some spillage, of course. I had to clean it up, lay it back down, and it my guy, I went back and forth towards the bathroom 10 times, like just hugging the toilet. Like, it got to a point where I didn't even want to go back into bed. Like, the floor was getting pretty comfortable at that point. But hey, to be honest, I finally was able to pick myself up, lay down, and finally go to sleep. Crazy part about it is I woke up feeling fine, no hangover. So yeah, moral of the story, just don't play Drunk Uno. Don't, like, just don't do it.